I'm Melody. Welcome to Myanmar Today Review, and this is where we revisit the top stories for this week from Myanmar Today. Here are the reports from our reporters from this week. Viet Thanh and Yen Nine will give us the report on LLD marks 31st anniversary of its founding. Willinson will give us the details on Chinese Film Festival celebration in Naypyidaw. Akajo got the report on CECCM Honors PRC 70th founding. Dora Suize will be giving us a look at China host lunch reception for overseas Chinese people. Akajo once again has more about how 50% of Myanmar Aquarium Fish are at risk. Before we get to the reports, let's take a look at the featured local news from this week. President U Win Myint received graduates from the university for the development of the national races of the Union on Wednesday in Naypyidaw. In his speech, the president said Myanmar comprises over 100 ethnic races who have lived together in unity for many years, sharing weal and woe. The divide and rule policy of colonists left doubts, mistrust, and disagreements among the people from Upper and Lower Myanmar. This policy was one of the underlying reasons for the prevailing internal armed conflicts in Myanmar, hindering the nation-building process of the country. Seeing this root cause, successive state leaders have tried to work for infrastructure development, human resources development, and poverty reduction programs. State Councillor Do Aung San Suu Kyi, patron of the E-Government Steering Committee, delivered an address at the official launch ceremony of Myanmar Unicode migration on Tuesday. In her opening remarks, State Councillor Do Aung San Suu Kyi, who is also patron of the E-Government Steering Committee, said the inauguration of Myanmar Unicode was an essential step to support the E-Government program for the development of the country. Vice President U Min Sway delivered a speech at the 55th Myanmar Police Force Day held in Naypyidaw on Tuesday. In his speech, the Vice President stressed the need to ensure transparency of the Myanmar Police Force in providing security services to the people in accordance with the law and sending correct information to the people as part of efforts for reducing the fears of the people. And that's all with the local news. This is Myanmar Today Review, broadcasting from Myanmar International Radio. You can visit our website at mradio.com.mm. You can also listen to our radio programs live on the website. If you're on FM, make sure you catch us on 96.1 FM in Yangon, 96.5 in Mandalay, and 96.7 in Naypyidaw. You can also download MI Radio app on both iOS and Android devices for your own convenience. And I believe it's time now for our first report. Myanmar's ruling party, NLD, celebrated its 31st anniversary on 27 September at the party's headquarters in Yangon. Their ceremony was attended by the patron of the party, U Tin U, members of the party's Central Executive Committee, and Yangon Region Chief Minister U Min Thain. Our reporters Viet Thanh and Yen Nine have more.
It's been now in 31st year since NLD, National League for Democracy Party, was established, which also becomes the country's ruling party. The ceremony to mark 31st founding anniversary of NLD was held at the party's headquarters in Yangon on 27th September. NLD was founded exactly on that day back in 1988. The ceremony was attended by the patron of the party, U Tin U, members of the party's Central Executive Committee, Yangon Region Chief Minister U Min Thain, regional Little representatives, and representatives from other political parties, including invited guests. The chairman of the ceremony, U Win, who is also NLD's Central Executive Committee and Secretariat member, elaborated on how it came to establish the party. He also said the party was set up according to the history's calling and people's will and trust.
Aung San Suu Kyi is the nation's leader for democracy. She is exactly the great leader who could transform Myanmar into a new democratic nation. And she is the visionary leader with a history of great persistence and compassion. NLD pledges to do more what should done for the good of the country's people. When it comes to the citizens, we bring the best to all without discrimination for favoritism between the party's voters and others. That means we should also do for the good of the voters of other parties.
During its 31st founding ceremony, the party also announced it's been steadfastly carrying out its 5 great visions right from the start, and its election commitment towards multi-party democracy amid disruptions and barriers.
I am very satisfied with what we have done throughout these 31 years. We always stand together with our people. Still, there could be a lot more left to do. But speaking of overall, we have been together in 31st year, and also the party never falls apart during that time. We always comply fully with the guidance of our great leader, Daw Aung San Suu Kyi, and CEC leadership.
Speaking on preparations for upcoming election in 2020, one of the party spokespersons said NLD is preparing for strategic planning for a decisive victory with all its loyalty to the country and its compassion to the people.
As far as I'm concerned, Daw Aung San Suu Kyi has a great unique vision. She wants to create a situation until the country no longer needs her. That's exactly what she is doing right now. She said she wants to transfer power as quick as possible when the people can stand on their own choices, on the right track to federal democratic system. As for her, she wants to remain as the respected person of people and will give advice.
In its statement, NLD also announced that it has a strong belief in the public trust in the party and also their readiness for the free will. Besides, speaking of 2008 constitutional amendments, it's an important moment and a huge challenge for all people of the country, not just Bidang Suluto. And that is the national duty for every citizen to successfully amend the unacceptable and undemocratic constitutions.
That's the report on LD marks 31st anniversary of its founding. Chinese Film Festival is the annual film festival which has been celebrated for years in Myanmar. Now it has been celebrated in some of the major cities of Myanmar, and Naypyidaw is one of them. The festival was inaugurated by Chinese Ambassador Chen Hai on 27 September, and the locals and students were able to watch some of the popular Chinese movies for free. Willison has the full story.
The Chinese Film Festival is the annual film festival, which is also one of the cultural programs by the Embassy of China. This film festival is jointly organized together with China Radio International, China Film Group Corporation, and Chinese Cultural Center, along with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Ministry of Information, and Myanmar Radio, and other film organizations. In the previous years, some of the most popular Chinese films such as Zhuangzhang, Kung Fu Yoga, Operation Red Sea, and Wolf Warriors, and several other films with Myanmar language dub were shown in the film festival in the major cities such as Yangon, Naypyidaw, and Mandalay. The core aim of the festival is to be able to strengthen the relation between China and Myanmar and grow the friendship stronger. The festival was celebrated at On the Bay Cinema in Naypyidaw, and the opening ceremony was held. And the film festival began after Mr. Chen Hai cut the ribbon along with Wu Aung-hlatung, Deputy Minister for Information, on 27th of September. Speaking at the opening ceremony, Wu Aung-hlatung said
When we look back the history of bilateral relations between Myanmar and China, we can clearly see the two nations are compatible with each other and we see the need of each other for both nations. China and Myanmar both have a long history of helping each in the time of need, which history itself is the proof. We cannot deny that a good relation between the two nations is also important for other community as well. The film festival we are celebrating today and the films we watch are made based on the lifestyle and culture of China. I hope that this festival will enhance the relation between the two nations and help the people understand each other's culture better.
Now let's take a listen to Mr. Chen Hai, the Chinese ambassador to Myanmar.
In the 70th anniversary for the founding of China, the Chinese economy has changed greatly. The people are now starting to walk from the path of physical prosperity to the path of enlightenment. The Chinese films, which are made based on all aspects of life, will be able to tell the history of China, culture, and the daily lifestyle of the people. With the coming of Belt and Road, Myanmar and China have built China-Myanmar Economic Chamber of Commerce. China will deepen the connection with Myanmar in the film industry, which will play an important role in bridging the two nations.
中国呢有悠久的文化，也有
As the festival is celebrated in the time of 70th Chinese National Day, with the aim to tell the development history of China, we are holding this event. China has a long history of development of living standard. By holding festival like this, I hope the people of Myanmar will learn more about China and deepen our friendship as well.
ကျမတို့စူးစမ်းရင်မဖြစ်နိုင်တဲ့ကိစ္စဆိုတာမရှိပါဘူး
我来了缅甸3个多月，感觉缅甸的包括影视。
I have been in Myanmar for about 3 months. During these 3 months, I see the rapid development of film industry here in Myanmar. We have seen the first ever 3D film in Myanmar. There are several cultural heritages with its history. We see the increasing number of Chinese who are very much interested in Myanmar, who are willing to build good friendship with Myanmar. As we are able to show Chinese films here in Myanmar, I hope that we will also be able to show Myanmar films in China as well in near future.
This is Williamson reporting for MI Radio.
That's the report on Chinese Film Festival celebration in Naypyidaw. Now moving on to the third report. China Enterprises Chamber of Commerce in Myanmar held the reception to celebrate the 70th founding of the People's Republic of China on Sunday. Chinese Ambassador to Myanmar, Shanghai, Myanmar Union Minister of Commerce, Yangon Region Chief Minister, and entrepreneurs and representatives from UMFCCI and business community attended the event. Aga Jo will give you the details.
China Enterprises Chamber of Commerce in Myanmar, CECCM, held the reception to celebrate the 70th founding of the People's Republic of China on Sunday. Chinese Ambassador to Myanmar, Mr. Chen Hai, Union Minister of Commerce, Yangon Region Chief Minister, and entrepreneurs and representatives from UMFCCI and business community attended the event. The event at the Pan Pacific Hotel in Yangon drew hundreds of attendees from business community. Chinese Ambassador to Myanmar said,
China is practicing the open door policy and transformation policy for the economic development. China has an area of about 9.6 million square kilometers with a population of 1.4 billion. China, under the guidance of Communist Party, is working with its neighbor to tackle the challenges encountered on the pathway towards development. Myanmar is an important neighbor of China, sharing the longest border and history. Development of China is important for Myanmar's growth. Likewise, development of Myanmar is crucial for China's development as well. We can witness the effort of the Chinese entrepreneurs in the video. This is their audible effort to strengthen bilateral friendship as well to drive the economic growth. We cannot forget the role of the entrepreneurs who contributed to the cooperation in culture and tourism development.
Bilateral trade between the two countries reached $11.8 billion in the last fiscal year, 2017 and 2018. U Pyo-min, Yangon Region Chief Minister, stressed China's support for Myanmar in various sectors.
Since the time we tried to achieve the independence, China's Communist Party and Myanmar had a very close tie. And Myanmar is the first country to recognize the establishment of People's Republic of China. There have been many ups and downs over the course of 70 years of bilateral friendship. I'd like to express my sincere thanks to the People's Republic of China, its support in social, economic, and political sectors. And further, I would like to thank China's support with the political challenges we are facing. We will be endeavoring our best and collaborate for the development in various sectors in the future. I extend the wish that starting from this 70th founding anniversary, the two nations work closer for the development for both countries.
The CECCM pledged to serve as a bridge between business communities of the two countries with an aim to promote further bilateral trade cooperation between the two countries. The CECCM, which was registered in November 2017, has over 260 members from various sectors including garment, real estate, construction, telecommunication, agriculture, power, tourism, and services. Mr. Liu Ying, chairman of CECCM, gave his comment.
Under guidance of the government of the two countries, the CECCM and UMFCCI established the Myanmar-China Business Association, and this will serve as a bridge to assist the economic exchanges for the two countries. With a better government-to-government and entrepreneurs-to-entrepreneurs relationship, we will strive to bring the opportunities in trade and economic sectors.
Uzong Minwin, chairman of UMFCCI, gave his perspective on the importance of the role of CECCM.
We appreciate the vital role of CECCM play in enhancing and developing the bilateral economic cooperation between China and Myanmar for mutual benefit. China ranked number one in bilateral trade with Myanmar and also number one in border trade. It's ranked as the second largest investor among the 50 investor countries and therefore is a vital, indispensable trading partner and well-wishers of our country.
This is Agajo reporting for Myanmar International Radio.
That's the report on CECCM Honors PRC 70th founding. Chinese government hosted the lunch reception for the Oversea Chinese who came to visit Beijing for the celebration of 70th anniversary founding day of People's Republic of China. Our MIR reporter had a short report on the reception.
Hello everyone, this is your reporter daughter reporting you from MI Radio. To welcome the big celebration for 70th anniversary of the founding of the People's Republic of China, the Chinese government held a lunch reception on September 29th for the overseas Chinese people at the Daoyutai State Guest House located in Beijing. Many Chinese people who have been away from their homeland get invited by Chinese government to join and witness the celebration for 70th anniversary, which will be auspiciously celebrated on October 1st. The Chinese government officials welcomed the visitors and opened the lunch receptions.
That's the report on China hosts lunch reception for overseas Chinese people. This is Myanmar Today Review, broadcasting from Myanmar International Radio. You can visit our website at miradio.com.mm. You can also listen to our radio programs live on the website. If you're at FM, make sure you catch us on 96.1 FM in Yangon, 96.5 in Mandalay, and 96.7 in Naypyidaw. You can also download MI Radio app on both iOS and Android devices for your own convenience. 50% of Myanmar pet fish are at risk of extinction. MI Radio interviewed the entrepreneurs and experts for more on the pet fish business and the threat they're facing at 6th International Exhibition and Conference on Agriculture, Livestock, Aquaculture, and Fisheries Industry. The exhibition kicked off at the Rose Garden Hotel on 26 September and set to run till the 28th Saturday.
Myanmar Ornamental Fish Entrepreneurs Association told MI Radio that about 50% of the pet fish in Myanmar are at risk of extinction. The spokesperson from the association said that at the 6th International Exhibition and Conference on Agriculture, Livestock, Aquaculture, and Fisheries Industry, the exhibition kicked off at Rose Garden Hotel on Thursday and is set to run till Saturday. MI Radio interviewed the entrepreneurs and experts for more on the pet fish business and the threat they're facing. Joint Secretary 1 of Myanmar Ornamental Fish Entrepreneurs Association, U Kim Ma'u, explained.
Myanmar is home to 1,468 species of fish, of which 40% can be exported as pet fish and half of the pet fish are threatened by extinction. And the foreign customers like the fish which are caught naturally. Some people here eat the fish species which are kept as pet in foreign countries. Malaysia, Singapore, and Thailand are major exporters of Myanmar pet fish.
Myanmar Ornamental Fish Entrepreneurs Association operates under the Myanmar Fisheries Federation in 2007 with 300 individual members. It is noted that foreign customers usually buy freshwater fish from habitats like Ayeyarwady, Indoji, and Inle Lake, and they are also interested in aquatic plants and stones used in aquarium. For more on the income the pet fish industry is generating, the expert Myatheng explained.
In Myanmar, the pet fish is not valued that much, like there are pet fish living in drain and in the paddy field. We take the scientific name to them and export. Other countries, for example, Singapore generate $60 million to $90 million. Myanmar generate barely $1 million. This is just for export. And there are not many companies doing this. Now it's only a handful of companies. What I suggest is we need to help each other and share knowledge as few people know scientific names and so on.
Of about 1,500 fish species in Myanmar, 76 species are identified as aquarium fish. It is also learned that there are about 100 pet fish farming businesses in Myanmar. However, the quality of the production and the farming need to be improved. It is noted that visitors cannot visit the fish ponds like the ones in other countries, as the local pet fish businesses still need to improve the hygiene and standard to receive the visitors. Majority of the pet fish on the market are freshwater fish. Fisheries are already an important export sector since fish is second to rice in its contribution to the Myanmar diet and may be the most important source of protein for the people of Myanmar. Given the country's long coastline that offers considerable potential, the sector contributes over $300 million per year to Myanmar's positive foreign trade balance. For more on the exhibition, Go Pomyat, the organizer of the event, explained.
Myanmar Livestock Federation.
The International Exhibition and Conference on Agriculture, Livestock and Aqua Fisheries in Myanmar was established to bring a connecting bridge for Myanmar and international enterprises in the agriculture, livestock and aquaculture industry to forge linkages and expand business. The sixth edition continues attracting much attention from quality local and overseas participants, promising the best trade platform for industry players and potential buyers to exchange ideas and find business opportunities in the industries. The exhibition includes 3 significant events.
This is Agajo reporting for Myanmar International Radio.
That's the report on 50% of Myanmar aquarium fish are at risk. Well, that's all the reports we have for you today. That's all with the news and reports on Myanmar Today Review. Catch Myanmar Today on MITV every Monday to Friday at 8:30 p.m. And make sure you tune in every Saturday on MITV at 8:30 p.m. for Myanmar Today Review. Until next time.